Ever wondered how an ordinary mom from Utah became a YouTube sensation? Ruby Franke, a mother of 6, started her YouTube journey quite unexpectedly. With an initial desire to document the everyday life of her family, Ruby launched the popular family-oriented channel, 8 Passengers. The channel was a window into the Franke family's daily activities, the joys and tribulations of parenting, and the life lessons learned along the way. It was a simple concept, yet it resonated with millions around the globe. The channel quickly gained traction, as viewers found themselves drawn to the authenticity and relatability of the Franke family. Ruby Franke, the matriarch at the center of it all, was a charismatic figure. Her warmth, humor, and honesty were captivating. She was a beacon for many, an ordinary mother navigating the complexities of life, while also managing the responsibilities that come with raising 6 children. The appeal of 8 Passengers lay in its simplicity, the raw and unfiltered portrayal of family life. It was a testament to the reality that even the most ordinary moments can be extraordinary when shared with loved ones. Ruby's wholesome content struck a chord with many, and her channel quickly burgeoned into a YouTube sensation. Ruby's rise to fame was meteoric. From a humble start in Utah, she became a household name, with her videos racking up millions of views. Her approach to content, focusing on everyday parenting challenges, was a breath of fresh air in a digital world often criticized for its artificiality. But as her popularity skyrocketed, so did concerns about her practices. But what happens when the line between discipline and abuse becomes blurred? This is the question that started to echo in the minds of many as concerns about Ruby Franke's disciplinary methods began to surface in 2020. Franke, known for her family channel 8 Passengers, had amassed a significant following over the years, as viewers became invested in the day-to-day happenings of her family life in Utah. But as the channel grew in popularity, so did the scrutiny. Viewers began to raise eyebrows as Franke posted videos of what many considered to be harsh punishments inflicted on her children. From withholding food to banning her son from his room for months on end, the disciplinary tactics Franke employed raised more than a few alarm bells. The internet, as it often does, began to buzz with speculation and concern. Was this discipline, or was it abuse? As these concerns amplified, the channel's popularity began to wane. The once adoring fanbase started to question the content they were consuming. The backlash was swift and decisive. Fans were disillusioned, and the channel's subscriber count began to dwindle. But the controversy didn't end there. In a twist that no one saw coming, Franke deleted the channel in 2022 and began working as a mental health coach. This move left many to wonder. Was this an attempt to distance herself from the controversy? Or was it a genuine effort to turn a new leaf? As the controversy grew, Ruby Franke made a drastic decision. This decision would lead to a series of events that would forever change the course of Franke's life and the lives of those closest to her, but that's a story for the next scene. In the face of growing controversy, what does a YouTuber do? This question was answered by Ruby Franke in 2022, when she made a surprising decision. In a shocking turn of events, Franke deleted her family vlogging channel, 8 Passengers. This was a channel that once warmed the hearts of many, a channel that documented the intimate details of her family life in Utah. But as concerns over her disciplinary methods began to surface, so did the decline in her channel's popularity. In a bid to reinvent herself, Franke embarked on a new journey. She shifted her focus to mental health coaching, a field seemingly far removed from her previous life as a family vlogger. As she stepped into her new role, she forged a business partnership with Jody Nan Hildebrandt. Together they aimed to make a mark in the mental health sector. However, their joint venture would soon become a part of a much larger, much darker narrative. Despite her efforts to move on from the controversy that had marred her YouTube career, Franke could not escape the shadows of her past. The deletion of her YouTube channel was not the end of her story. It was merely the end of one chapter and the beginning of another, one that would prove to be far more tumultuous and devastating. As Franke navigated this new path, she was still under the scrutiny of the public eye. Her actions, both past and present, continued to draw attention and raise questions. Her new career as a mental health coach, a role centered around empathy and understanding, stood in stark contrast to the allegations of harsh discipline and abuse that had begun to swirl around her. In the midst of this transition, Franke found herself at the center of even more controversy. Her partnership with Hildebrandt, which had once seemed like a fresh start, would soon become another point of contention. The public was left to wonder, was this new venture genuine, or was it a desperate attempt to deflect from the mounting allegations? But the controversy was far from over. As we will see, the fall of Ruby Franke was only just beginning. Despite her attempts to move forward, the past was not ready to let go, and as the truth began to unravel, the consequences would prove to be far-reaching and devastating. When the law steps in, what does it reveal? As we delve into the case of Ruby Franke, we find that the law unveiled a disturbing truth. In August of 2023, Franke was arrested and charged with 6 counts of aggravated child abuse. A former family vlogger, Franke had been adored by many for her YouTube channel, 8 Passengers. But behind the scenes, the reality was far darker. Franke's arrest followed an alarming incident where her malnourished son sought help from a neighbor. This led to an investigation, opening the door to a grim reality that had remained hidden from the public eye. The charges of abuse were not just limited to withholding food or banning her son from his room for months as it was initially believed. Court documents revealed that Franke physically abused her children, resorting to horrific punishments such as holding her son's head underwater and depriving him of oxygen. But the story doesn't stop with Franke. Jody Nan Hildebrandt, Franke's business partner, was also arrested in connection with the case. Evidence of abuse was found in Hildebrandt's house, adding another layer of complexity to this shocking case. Facing the severity of her actions, Franke pleaded guilty to 4 of the 6 charges. Her attorneys claim she has taken accountability for her actions and is actively seeking personal growth and rehabilitation. The legal proceedings are still ongoing and Franke is expected to testify against Hildebrandt. This case has sent shockwaves through the YouTube community and beyond. It serves as a grim reminder that the content we consume online may not always reflect the reality of a person's life. The charismatic, family-friendly persona Franke portrayed on YouTube was a stark contrast to the abusive mother revealed by the legal investigation. With Franke behind bars, the fate of her children was now in question. As we move forward, we will look into the aftermath of this case and what it means for the children who were at the center of this heartbreaking story. In the aftermath of such shocking revelations, what happens to the family left behind? This question lingers like an echo in the wake of the Ruby Franke scandal. The aftershocks of Franke's actions reverberate through the lives of those closest to her. Her husband, once her partner in life and co-star in their family vlogs, has filed for divorce. This action, while not surprising given the circumstances, signals a decisive break from a past that no longer holds any semblance of normalcy. The children, innocent victims in this harrowing tale, have been placed under the protective care of the Department of Child and Family Services. This intervention ensures their safety and well-being, putting them on a path to healing and recovery. The road ahead may be fraught with challenges, but it is a necessary journey, one that will hopefully lead them away from the shadow of their traumatic past. As for Ruby Franke, her future hangs in the balance. With a guilty plea to 4 counts of aggravated child abuse, she faces a sentencing scheduled for February. The impending judgment has the potential to serve as a stark reminder of the consequences of her actions, a sentence that could see her trading her life of online fame for a prison cell. The broader implications of this case are equally significant. It serves as a cautionary tale for those who consume and create content in the digital age, a reminder of the potential for reality to be distorted and for harm to occur behind the carefully curated facades of social media personas. This case also underscores the importance of vigilance and accountability within our communities. It's a stark reminder that we all have a role to play in safeguarding the vulnerable, in ensuring that those who are voiceless or powerless can find safety and justice. As we await the final sentencing, we're left to reflect on the journey of Ruby Franke, from YouTube sensation to convicted criminal. This tale of rise and fall serves as a stark reminder of the power and responsibility that comes with influence and the potential for its misuse. As we continue to navigate the digital landscape, let's not forget the lessons learned from this tragic story.